Peace, my family, and wow, that's all. Those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. And you guys are out there keeping your mind right. And that good mind. How y'all feeling? You guys want to definitely moving on up in your higher natures and cleansing. Oh yeah, for sure. Cleansing the lives. I came here today to read the El's Holy Qur'aan. This right here will certainly help you on this good journey. So with that being said, family, let's get started. And so it reads chapter 85, the spider. And it reads, begin our prayers and think about using the name of Source, who is the most merciful. And so it reads, the Enocytes will be tested as those before them. Allah's determined time is coming. Allah is independent of things in the known worlds. And so it reads, Abram, the shadow of our period of power, Musham. Do the next Enocytes and mortals calculate that they will be left alone by just saying that they have faith and they won't be tested? Question. And indeed, we Nahim, the Elohim Nahim, tested those who were before them, so that the Source Allah will know those who are truthful, and verily, He, not we, will know the liars, the followers of the false Muhammad, the liar. Or do those who do evil deeds imagine that they can outstrip us, get the better, take over Islam? Question. Evil is for them in that which they thought was wise. Whosoever looks for hope to the meeting with the Source Allah, so let them know that Allah's determined time verily is coming, and He, Yahshua Yahweh, is the hearer, the knower. And whosoever strives, he strives only for himself. Surely the Source Allah is altogether independent of the known worlds. And as for those who are faithful and works to perfect themselves, we not heed the Elohim Nike shall remain delaying from them their evil deeds and give an extension of time. And we, the Elohim Naki, shall repay them the best of that which they did. And we not he, the Elohim Naki, have enjoined the best on the Nes, Enocyte mortal, to his parents. And if they strive to make you to associate partners with me not we, if that which you have no knowledge of, so do not obey them. Unto me is your return, so I shall inform you as a news bearer of that which you used to do. And as for those who are faithful and work to perfect themselves, verily we not he, the Elohim Naki, shall make them enter in amongst the perfectionists. And from the Enocytes immortals is he who says, we, Naman, have faith in the Source Allah, as if he suffered in the sake of the Source, for the sake of the Source. Jahal, who made Fanan a test of the Enocytes as pain of the Source Allah, and if he help comes from your Rab, who is sustainer, he will say, surely we were with you all along. Or is not the Source Allah with the knowledge that which is in the chest of the known worlds? Question. And verily the Source Allah knows those who have faith, and verily he knows the hypocrites, followers of the Musa, Lamed, the founder of all the saints in Islam and the false Qur'an. They who conceal the facts say unto those who are faithful, follow our path, the false Islam, and verily we will carry your wrong acts for you, and they cannot carry none of their wrong acts. Surely they, verily the liars and his Sunni followers, but verily they will carry their own loads and other loads with their own loads, and verily they will be questioned on the day of resurrection concerning it which they invented, the false Quran. And it goes on to read, Noah sent to the Israelites. Noah sent to the Enochites, the mortals of Nod and Enoch. Let me repeat that one more time. It says, Noah sent to the Enochites, the mortals of Nod and Enoch. And it reads, Abram warns his nation to slave for Allah, the origination, and the kafirul is easy for the source, and he causes pain and shows a yielding mercy unto whom he pleases. And so it goes on to read, and if we not heed, Elohim sent Noah and his kindred, the evil cities of Nod and Enoch, and so Noah did stay amongst them 1,000 years, less 950 years, 1.5 days in the earth. Each day is 1,000 years to Elohim, and the indulged flood overtook them, and they were in a state of unjustness. The disagreeable malevolent cherubim had Cain's seeds, souls, and we not heed Elohim rescued him, Noah and the companions, Noah and his 8-member family, and the 80 other beings who went in the craft with them of the ship, the ark, and made it as a sign for the known worlds. And Abram, remember when he said unto his kindred, slave for the source Allah, and tremble at the mention of him not us. That is good for you if you only knew. Surely you slave for only idols besides the source Allah, and you only invent a lie. And surely those whom you slave for besides the source Allah can't provide you with the national provision. So seek your rich provision from the source Allah's possession, and slave for him, not us, and be grateful to him. You all will return unto him. But if you lie, then the nations from before you have lied, denied, and lied. So what is on the Rasul one sent except the clear propagation of the facts? Question. Don't they see how the source Allah originates the creation, and then we reproduces it and causes it to return again? Question. Surely that is easy on Allah. Tell them this, O Muhammad, more about in the earth. Tell them this, Muhammad, O Muhammad, move about in the earth. So see how we began or originated the creation, then the source Allah brings forth, creates the latter, the growth creation, and surely Allah has the power to do all things, and he now causes pain to those whom he pleases, and shows a yielding mercy unto whom he pleases, and you all will be returned to him, and you cannot escape from him not us, and he, the planet Earth, and neither in the same with the skies. And people trying to escape to the sky, and there is no near friend nor aider from besides the source Allah. Those who conceal the facts about the signs of the source Allah and their meetings with him not us, these are those who have no hope of my yielding mercy. For them is an ache and pain. But the answer of Abraham's kindred, except that they said, kill him or burn him. So the source delivered him from the fire. And surely in that verily are signs for a kindred who are faithful. And he, Abram, said, you have taken idols for yourselves, and besides the source Allah, by the way of your compassion between you all, in the day of in the life of the physical world. Then on the day of standing resurrection, some of you who consider what you knew to be the facts will deny others, and some of you will put a curse on others of you, and your abode is the fire, and you will not find any aiders unto Allah. And Lot had faith in him and said, surely I am one who has left my home until my Rab, sustainer, master, and surely he, a Yahweh Yahshua, is the mighty, the wise, and we not I, the Elohim gave for him Abraham and Jacob and Israel, and we Elohim made establish in his offspring news bearers and the scriptures, and we Elohim gave him his reward, the physical world, and surely in the end he verily is amongst perfectionists. The Lot, remember when he said unto his kindred, surely you commit the aberration crimes, and such as no one did before you in the known worlds. And so it goes on to read, Michael tells Abraham they are going to destroy those Enosites, mortals. Lot's mate Sabrina will be left behind. To Midian we sent Jephthah, Satan the reptilian maid, and Thumblin's deeds fair seeming. Coax, Ramesses II, and Haman all were big-chested and with pride. And it reads, will you come in into the mortal men and cut the path for the travelers, and come and bring abominations in your callings? Assembles question. But the answer of his kindred was only that they said, bring Allah's pain unto us if you are truthful. He said, my Rab, aid me, Lot, over my kindred who are the mischief makers. And when are not mine, Rasul Michael brought the good news. Aaron brought the good news. They said, surely we Nahid Elohim are about to destroy the family of his village, for surely its families are in a state of injustice. And Abram said, surely Lot is there. And they said, we Nahid Elohim know of who is in Sodom and Gomorrah, and we, the Elohim are to deliver him and his family, except his woman Sabrina, who is of those who stay behind. And when my Rasul sent came into Lot, he was troubled upon their account, and he was weak in power concerning them, and he could not protect them. And they said, fear not, nor grieve, surely we not I, the Elohim are to deliver you and your family, except your woman Sabrina, who is of those who will stay behind. Surely we not him, the Elohim are about to bring them down upon the family of his village, Sodom and Gomorrah, Rasim, a fairy for the size, because they were transgressors. And indeed that of that which we not him, the Elohim have left behind, is a clear sign for the kindred who have sense and intellect. And into Midian we not I, the Elohim sent their brother Jephthah, and he said, oh my kindred, slave for the source Allah, and look forward to the whisper for the last day, and do no evil, causing mischief in the earth timid. But they denied him, Jephthah, and the dreadful earthquake overtook them in the early daytime hour, and they were laying prostrating in their abodes. And the tribes of Ed and Dalman, their fate has become clear to you from their ruin and dungeon and dwellings. And the Satan, the reptilian, also known as Makaz, Samuel, and Hela, made their deeds fair seeming to them. and so he turned them away from the path, though that they were keen observers. O Noah, O Qur'aan, the son of Ezra, the ruler of rebellious group of Israel, and Moses the second, and Haman, the chief minister of the ruler, Agtas were Gorish, and indeed Musa came to them with clear evidences. So they were big-chested, pouncing with pride, and the planet key, earth, and they were not passing us, So we not heed He took each one in his faults. So of them was he on whom we the sent a hurricane, and of them as was he who was taken by the awful cry, and some of them was he whom we Elohim caused the earth to swallow, and of them was he whom we the Elohim drowned, and each had their own fate. If it was not for the source Allah to be unjust to them, but they were unjust to themselves. Okay, so it goes on to read the 12th verse of all houses, and what Muhammad is told to recite that which was inspired to him, and Muhammad is told not to argue with the Jacobites and their Yahshua, and his Yahshua is one. So it goes on to read, and the likeness of those who took near friends from beside the source Allah is as of the likeness of the spider when he takes a house into herself, and surely the fertilest of the houses in the spider's house, if they only knew. Surely source Allah knows that which they call upon and pray to besides him, and he is the mighty and the wise, and those who are the likenesses. We not he the Elohim struck forth for the Enosites, and none overstood them except for the learnt ones. The source Allah created a simulate skies and the earth with the facts, and surely that is indeed a sign for the faithful ones. Recite that which has been inspired to you, Muhammad, and the source Allah, the Qur'an, is sent, and the Qur'an, and keep up this salutation as worship, and surely the salutations as worship keeps one away from the wicked deeds and abominations, and certainly the remembrance of the source Allah is the biggest of all things to do, and Allah knows that which you mold, and don't argue with the family, the scripture, the Torah, except by which is best, except for those of them, the Israelites and Jacobites, who are in a state of injustice, and say, we have faith in that which has been until sent down to us, the Qur'an, and that which is the Torah, and our Allah source and your source are one, and we are ones of peace for him. The Israelites and the Ishmaelites and the Amalekites are all Muslims with the same identity, and just like that, did we not heed Elohim sent down to you, the scripture, the Quran, so that those whom we, Elohim have given the source, the Torah, the Injil, have faith by the way of it, and from those Jacobites and Israelites and Nazarites, followers of Jesus, and who have faith by the way of it, the Quran, and none reject are not my verse, and the Quran except the Kafir, the concealers of the facts, concealers of which they know to be the facts. And Muhammad, you were not able to recite before the Quran from any scripture, the Torah or Injil, and don't inscribe it any scripture with your right hand. If so, the doubters would have doubted those who deal with vanity. In fact, the Quran is of the clear signs in the chest of those who were given the knowledge, those chosen to overstand the Quran, and no one can deny its signs except those who are in a state of injustice. And they, the Meccans, say, if only there were signs sent down to him, Muhammad, from his wrath, sustainer Allah. Tell him this, Muhammad, surely the source signs are only with the source Allah, and surely I, Ahmed, am only a clear warner, or it is not enough that surely we not he the Anunnaki sent down to Muhammad the scriptures of Qur'an being recited upon them. Surely and that is a yielding mercy for the kindred who are faithful. Tell them this, Muhammad, the source Allah is sufficient and a watcher between me and you all, and he knows that which is in the skies, and he and those who have faith in their false ways and conceal which they know to be the facts by the way of the source. These are they who are the losers, and they buy you in haste the pain of the source Allah. And if a term had not been appointed, the pain would surely have come into them, and verily it will come upon them suddenly when they don't perceive. They bid you to hasten on the pain, and when verily hell will encompass the conceals of which they know to be the facts, and on that day when the pain will cover them from above them and from underneath their feet, and they will say, taste that which you used to do. Oh my, not we are slaves who have faith. My, not we, earth king is wide. So therefore, slave from me only, and every next person must taste death. Then to us not we, the Anunnaki, will you all return. As for those who have faith and work for perfection, verily we not he, the Anunnaki, will give them from the garden a lofty room beneath which is flowing river, and they shall be in it eternally. And this is an excellent reward for the workers of the Illuminati. And whoever is patient and puts their trust in the Rab, who is sustainer and master, and how many a human beast there is that does not carry its own provision. The source Allah provides for it and for you, and he not we is the here and now. And if you were to ask him who created the skies and the semi skies and the earth, and made shams and suns and the moon, and subsufficient to their appointed work, they will say, these are the talking beasts, or they are the talking beasts speaking. And the source Allah, how then are they turned away? Question. The source Allah spreads the provision to whom he not we pleases out of his not our slaves, and surely the source Allah is knowing of all things. And if we were to ask him, you can speak to these human beasts who send down from the sky and water, so it gives the planet Earth life by it from after its death, and then verily would they say the human beasts can speak. So source Allah say, oh, gratitude is due to the source Allah. In fact, most of them have no sense. Most human beasts are senseless, and what is the life of the physical world except a vain sport, amusement, and a gain in the abode of the end? And verily it is life if they only knew. And when they rode mount upon the craft, and they called pray to the source Allah, making their means of judgment pure for him not us. So when he not we delivered them safely to the dry land, and when they associated partners into him, that they may conceal which they knew to be the facts, that which were, or that which we not he, the Anunnaki have given them, and that they may enjoy and take their ease, but they will come to know. Have they not seen that we not he have appointed a sacred sanctuary, immune from the violence, while Enosites mortals are raged all around them? Do they then have faith in the falsehood and conceal which they know to be the facts and grace of the source Allah? Question. Who is more unjust than he who invents a lie against the source Allah, or denies the facts when it comes to him? Question. Is there not a dwelling abode in hell for the concealers of the facts? Question. As for those who strive and us not we, verily we not he, the Anunnaki, surely will calm them to our not my paths, and the source Allah is with the doers of which is best. Alright, So that right there was the end of that chapter. Now, family, you are encouraged so much so to read and check this out yourself. It is so much encouraged to do so, because when you begin to read for yourselves, it begins to speak to your own soul. So, yes, even though I'm reading it, you are encouraged to read this yourself. And again, it is on the channel, so check it out if you're interested. Alright, now, so again, I'm going to leave it at that for now. Again, on that note, hope you all know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, shalom, hashtag divine love, family, and Batu. And it's all